20 years. Wow, can't believe it, 20 years. This year, 2022, I'm celebrating 20 years as a full-time public speaker. From 2002 to 2008, I was representing the Anthony Robbins companies, doing anywhere from 300 to 400 talks a year. And since 2009, beginning of 2009 until now, representing Influenceology and the Car Speaking Company, our companies. So 20 years, thousands and thousands of talks. And I want to share with you the 4 most important things, in my opinion, that every presenter have to master to become an effective public speaker. Number 1, obviously, is confidence. So many presenters, they experience what I call funda, fear, uncertainty, nervousness, doubt, and anxiety. And it's okay, by the way, to have a little bit energy, but some people experience extra funda or too much funda is not a good sign. And in my career, by the way, doing our class Influencing from the Front since 2009, so for 13 years, that is the number 1 thing. People come to our class. Some people, they are okay speaking in front of a camera, but they hate speaking in front of a group. Some people are okay to speak in front of a group, but they hate to speak in front of a camera. So addressing the funda, fear, uncertainty, nervousness, down, anxiety, and speak with confidence in front of a camera group is extremely, extremely, extremely important. And I have belief that when you love speaking, speaking loves you back. So it's not only having the confidence, but actually enjoying speaking is the next level of confidence, in my opinion. Now, the second most important thing is to be able to master presentation structure. Now, presentation structure meaning how you organize your messages. And context, the context of a presentation obviously drives your presentation structure. Now, you may be speaking for 1 minute, for 5 minutes, for 2 hours, for 3 days. You may be recording a live video, maybe recording a YouTube video. You may be doing an Instagram reel. So all these contexts, different contexts, will drive different presentation messages, different presentation structures. And most people, especially when it comes to presentations, they have the wrong process of organizing, creating messages. They spend too much time going over slides, developing slides. You see, you're the power, you're the point, not the slides. So the idea is to have a methodology, a system to create presentations fast, presentations that influence and persuade your audience. I tell my clients, I prefer you spend more time rehearsing your talk than preparing doing the talk. Right? A lot of people spend too much time on the preparation, finding material and looking, improving the slides, and not enough time rehearsing the talk. So when it comes to the presentation, they go and they become a slide presenter. You see those people who read from the slides? That is not what I teach. So the number 1 most important thing I feel is confidence. The second thing is having a way to organize these messages. The third thing, or the third most important criteria to become a great communicator, is storytelling. I'm sure you know that, or you heard that facts tell, stories sell. There's a lot of scientific studies that back up the power of storytelling. And while most people are quote unquote great storytellers when they go out in a party, in a dinner, or they hang out with friends, when it comes to quote unquote business presentations, they don't tell stories. Let me give an example. One time, one of my clients that was selling compliance services sent me a 1-hour webinar. And it was the most boring webinar ever. I'm drinking a huge cup of coffee, and 1-hour presentation, he did not have one story. And then I coached him through it, and I said, you're gonna cut half of your content. He went crazy, like, half of my content? What I'm gonna talk about? I said, we're gonna replace with stories and analogies and metaphors. And we did it. He rehearsed the talk. The very next presentation, very next talk, was his best talk of his career ever. Right? And he was been in the business for over 20 years. So his stories are really powerful. So the number 1 most important thing I feel is confidence. The second thing is being able to organize messages, presentation structure. The third thing would be to be able to find, craft, and deliver powerful stories. And the fourth thing is presentation delivery, is charisma, is influence. Because so many speakers, they are super smart, they have great ideas, but they cannot, quote unquote, engage and hold attention of an audience. And especially nowadays, where attention of the audience is going down, and now we have the 30-second video, the 1-minute video, especially you put these people in front of a class. Man, it's hard, it's really hard to engage people if you don't know how to, quote unquote, engage effectively an audience. So if you are a presenter looking to develop presentation skills, the 4 major things you gotta work on is 1, confidence, number 2, presentation structure, or how you organize your thoughts in an effective way, from opening, pre-framing, body, pre-close and close. The third thing would be to master the art and science of storytelling. Number 4, make sure your delivery, your charisma, your influence when you speak in front of a camera or in front of a group is awesome, okay? Don't speak to inform, speak to transform. If you're curious to learn more about how we help you achieve these 4 major outcomes, then join our upcoming classes. We have classes all year round. There's details below.